Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We're continuing where we left off, where we just took out these wood woads and some of the ancient mud mephits and their summoned young mephits that were in the area of this Druid Grove, I think they said it was. I don't know much about the story of this Druid Grove because it's not where all the druids are. But they attacked us first and therefore I'm blaming them. Did they attack us first, or did Astarion kick off that fight? Astarion might have kicked off the fight.
Another step forward.
But if so, I'm sure they were going to attack us. So let's loot all the bodies, see what we can find. Woodwoad Shield. It's a magical shield, normal +2 AC, but comes with Woad's Ensnaring Strike, which is 1 to 4 damage. Your attack summons thorny vines that possibly ensnare your target. So that's a bonus action that can be used. Well, Shadowheart doesn't really have any bonus actions and she uses a shield. So probably I'll give it to her. And with her arm, the Dryad linked a man who had once been her lover and once of flesh and bone. Now his flesh was bark and his bone a heartwood. In his eyes, a feverish love still blazed like 1,000 fireflies in a spring meadow. So take all, and that shield we'll give to Shadowheart, who is very injured.
What am I to do?
And then Shadowheart, if you would like to equip that. That's a cool looking shield. I approve.
Let's get going.
Also, let's do another short rest.
Enough sitting around. Let's go hurt someone.
Where are you at spell-wise, Shadowheart? You still have a few. We could switch out her spells to get Prayer of Rest, to just use a 2nd level spell slot to get another short rest effectively. But I think for now, I'm not going to. The Mephits do have stuff. Only the ancients. Did all the young ones vanish? Looks like the young ones disappeared when they died. So we couldn't farm them. Huh. Which is probably good. Got a wooden chest. Anything else around? Keep opening all the vases. Nothing. Sparkle Hands. Conductive Strike. On a hit with an unarmed attack, which we're not doing, the wearer gains 2 lightning charges. Effective transmitter. When imbued with lightning charges, attacks against metal constructs and foes wearing metal armor gain advantage. Okay. We don't have any way of gaining lightning charges. I was looking at that from Varric's standpoint, where he will eventually be doing attacks. Well, he'll be doing lightning attacks. But it's all attacks, not just lightning attacks, against metal constructs and foes wearing metal armor will have advantage if you have lightning charges. Who did we give the boots to give lightning? We gave them to Karlach. But it's only on dashes, which she just isn't going to do much of. I feel like there's a build there somewhere with this, but it might be good to hold on to it, and then at some future point when we get potentially more of these lightning charge items, we might be able to build some better capability. Like something will come together to help us. But at the moment, not seeing it. Oh, why are you going...
Let's have a look.
Trying to get entangled. Yes, I see that. I'm trying to loot it. Can't reach it. Can you unentangle yourself? Thank you. Letter to Kaga. Interesting. Kaga is the druid at the main druid camp. But clearly she has been here at this druid grove somewhat recently. Or at least someone here was leaving her a note. Kaga, Oladan has sent word of your progress. I am pleased that the Rite of Thorns has begun. Very recent then, if they're talking about that. I depart soon from Cloakwood to Baldur's Gate. Should you need further aid from my circle, now is the time to ask. Once cloistered, the Emerald Grove will be the Shadow Druid's domain, and you its first druid. In Faldorn's memory, Archdruid Aelys. Shadow Druids. Doesn't sound positive, but I don't know enough about different druid circles to know. Feels like someone, this Oladan and Archdruid Aelys, are working with Kaga so that she can take over their druid, the Emerald Enclave, for the purpose of a different druid enclave. Can you get out of the vines? Come on, man. I guess let's look at the journal entry for that. Investigate Kaga and see if it gives me any better information. Second note, yeah, we found a note that proving that Kaga is in league with Shadow Druids. This could explain why she wants the Tieflings gone. A second note proved that Kaga is in league with Shadow Druids. This could explain why she wants the Tieflings gone. Apparently we found 2 notes about that. I don't remember the first. Please don't walk through the vines. And I'm going to continue to avoid the barbed bulrush, because it hurts. Survival failed. There might be a diggable spot. There is. Someone's buried treasure here. Whoa. Someone has buried some serious treasure here. Okay, those are real apples. I gotta check while I'm here. Anything else around here? Doesn't look like it. Let's see from the map. Okay, so we jumped over to here. Looks like we can actually continue this way. Which is wherever here is. Well, there's definitely treasure that way, so we'll go down there. Yes, that is the direction that this is extending. Which it doesn't look like it's actually going to connect. No. So we're going to have to go back the way we came here. Rope, I don't really care for. Maybe we will have Shadowheart do the Prayer of Rest, just so we can keep going, because otherwise, being half dead and low on resources is both bad. So if we go to Spellbook or Shadowheart, you have an additional spell slot that I never filled. Well, that's awkward. Shadowheart, if you could cast Prayer of Rest, 6 to 20 healing, can only be used outside of combat. Yeah. Use that to heal everyone. There we go. So that used another of your spell slots. What can you do with your Channel Divinity? Oh yeah, your Channel Divinity is Invoke Duplicity. Right, or Turn Undead. Right. And yes, you now have this bonus action option. Once per short rest, sadly. Is there a better spell? Whoa! That was not the button
Never a dull moment.
I was looking for. Huh. Okay. What is the key for Spellbook? I don't know. Clearly wasn't that one. Is there a different spell I would rather you have available? Lesser Restoration is probably something better used outside of combat. Enhance Ability we could have available. Calm Emotions. No. Blindness could be fun. Let's see. Blindness. Blind a creature. Attack rolls against have advantage and the foe's attacks disadvantage. It's just a single target, I assume. Yeah. So it's not like silence that was a bubble. Warden ally, spiritual weapon. Because I don't think I need to have prayer of healing always available, because we can just put it on outside of combat if we need to use it. I'm going to grab enhance ability. There are times where there will be checks where she can cast guidance on us, and then we can consider enhance ability to help if I think it's important enough.
What to do?
Like with the Necromancy of Thay book,
Not as bad as it could have.
when we were looking through that, some of those checks would have been nice to have the option to just get a bonus. Alright, let's head on back. Keep exploring where we left off. That was a fun diversion, and I'm always happy to find more dirt on Kaga we could potentially use to prove that she shouldn't be first druid. Hello, sheep. Okay, we got another wicker basket that almost certainly is full of poison apples. Probably have another trap nearby and we just missed the perception. Do not open that.
Be careful.
Yes.
There are traps about.
Traps in the water. That's fine. Wicker basket. Is it full of poison apples? Yeah. It's not good to leave your poison apples lying around people. Some might get poisoned. And a whole bunch of sheep. Ow. Ow.
Place is trapped.
Guys, watch out. Okay. So, Varric and Astarion are bleeding now. Fantastic. Please stop bleeding. There we go. The bleeding's done. Open wounds now. It's rough. Need to be careful when we walk through the water because apparently there are traps all over the place. And we've missed something. No way to reroll that survival check.
The brothers. I
Demir
didn't find their sister.
and Joel.
Whoever did this is still at large. Look alive.
We're failing our checks. I don't really want to move forward towards the dead bodies, knowing that we are rotting. But I also don't want to just sit around for 22 more rounds. Let's see what we can find. Demir? Anything of note? You are carrying a cleaver. And I'm encumbered. And Joel.
What's hiding here?
Padded letter. Dear Joel and Demir, don't get mad, I mean it. I'm only leaving this note so you don't panic or do something stupid. I'm going to the Hag. I owe it to Connor to make things right. You know he'd do the same for me. I'll be back soon. So not a word to Mam, alright? She has enough on her plate. Marina. Alright, and as usual, we are encumbered. Sort by weight. Where is our storage pack for food? Did I send the entire storage pack to camp? Oh, I totally did. I didn't send the food that was in it. Well, that was a mistake. Well, I guess we'll still take everything heavy and send them to Karlak as usual. Various books that don't matter. But then we'll also want to go back to camp so that our supplies properly are going where they need to. Yeah, none of this matters. Keep the Harper's notebook. Don't think we need that or that. We'll keep Necromancy of Thay on us. Okay. I think most of this, we'll just send all of that to Karlak. Okay, we both saved from our rotting, thankfully. Let's head into camp briefly. Go to our camp chest, wherever that's hiding, up here, and get back our bag.
Something good here, I hope.
Here. Is this not the location in question? I thought that's where all of our goods we sent to camp went. Is there a different chest? Oh no. What other chest are we sending all of our goods to? There's a mirror that allows us to change our appearance, I think. Seriously, it's not in here? We open up you. Nope, that's just various stuff that I think we got from a DLC or something. Same with you. The supplies I send to camp, where do they go?
More for
Now I feel silly. I know they go to camp. Storage box. Maybe that? Seems strange. No, but I'm taking all of that. I mean, kind of want to go through camp and loot everything, but I've sent a ton of food to camp, including my latest supply pack. And so it's got to be in a box somewhere. You just have a stuffed ogre head? I kind of would think it would either be the traveler's chest. It's gotta be. Because where else would it go? This is our camp inventory, the traveler's chest. I'm so confused. Did it just vanish all of my stuff? I feel like some mistake was made. Well, Will, I'm gonna steal your bag. Just so I have one.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
If anyone knows where all of my stuff went, if it's not in the traveler's chest, let me know. Because I feel like a bunch of food I've sent to camp has just vanished, including my traveler's pack. Let's leave camp. Yes, so if I go back to here, let's sort by weight, I guess. And I go to here. Nope, pull that out of my supply bag. Suspicious poison. And I say, I'm going to send this salami to camp. And then I go to camp. And we open the supply chest. The salami's there. Ah, okay. Alright. Not sure what is going on with that. But let's grab all of our supplies and send them to camp. And we'll pretend that's going to continue working. Alright, well, our dudes are dead. I warned them. They chose not to listen. So that is on them. So I want to wander through the water. I don't want to try talking to a sheep, but I'm also very worried about the water. Hello, sheep.
Sheep's voice warbles. You realize it's trying to say bar.
It's trying to say ba? Drop your eyes and carefully reach out. Animal handling. So yeah, we can now use Shadowheart's ability to boost our abilities. I'm not going to waste a second level spell on this. So just guidance. So that's a fail. How do you respond, sheep?
Wheezing, the sheep backs away.
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with these sheep. Let's see, we haven't been over here yet because there's wicker basket there we haven't yet looted. Do I walk through the water and hope I don't find a trap? Apparently I'm successful. Alright. So yeah, you're also poison apples as expected. Looks like we can explore this way. Probably more traps.
Trap.
Yep.
Be cautious.
Yep. All the traps. What do we have up here? Well, let's grab all of this stuff. Oh, didn't mean to grab the plate, but that's fine. Give me the carrots. And the mugwort. And this just connects us back to this path we were already on. Alright. I'm gonna keep going through the water, I think. As dangerous as it is. See what else we have back here. Because I'm guessing... Oh, guys. You even knew that trap was there. Why did you walk into it? Varric. Oh, nope. We hit another trap. That apparently hit basically everyone. You see the trap, don't walk on it. I don't have to carefully maneuver you around to avoid the traps you've already spotted. Nothing else lootable over there. Traveler's chest. Potion of animal speaking. Do I want to use a potion of animal speaking to try and talk to these sheep? Or this frog? I think so. We're probably going to want to rest before we talk to the hag. I could rest now, so then I have animal speak for the entire day tomorrow. Where is our potion of animal speak? I think it looks vaguely like that, but it's not standing out to me. I think we should still have a couple more. Animal. Yeah, potion of animal speaking. We have 3 of them. Oh, it doesn't have the border on it because it's not magical, I guess? Well, if I'm gonna drink this, I'd rather rest first so we have it for the full day. Since we're going to rest anyway. So, let's go back to camp. Be a little dumb, since we were just here. And I'll do my usual rounds of trying to talk to everyone. Probably no one will have anything to say, and if so, I'll cut it out of the video. Okay, no one had anything to say either during the day talking or the nighttime talking, so we're just gonna go straight to sleep. These guys are still failing their checks against the flesh rot, so hopefully they're healed by morning. Auto select. What do you got for me? It did choose exactly 80, which is nice. Think it stole a bunch of my food though. My current theory. I feel like I had a lot more, including a whole bunch of these bags that have all vanished. I don't know. Something's going on there, but yeah. Let's rest for the night. Get our spells back. They're still flesh rotting after a night's sleep. Alright, sure. Sure, game. Alright, well, we were already going to drink our potion of animal speak, and I just saw that Scratch wants to talk to us, so even more reason to drink it. Hey, Scratch.
Dog holds a well-chewed ball in his mouth.
Hand that over.
All right. It's only fair that you enjoy it too. But if you feel like throwing it, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah, I'm not having you drop the ball so that I can play with it. It's to play with you. I'm sorry about what happened to your master.
Master? Friend? I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
I'm glad you're here as well. Let's pet him. I'm surprised there's not an interaction to just throw the ball. I suppose I'll have to get out of the conversation and then throw it. There was the sound of a check. Dice rolling, but I don't know what it was. Oh, it was probably these two failing their check again. Where's the ball? Or did it go into my inventory? It doesn't say that I got it. Ball? Scratch's ball. Cool. So if I then go to throw... Scratch's ball. Haha. Nice. All right. Well, let's head out and you guys enjoy being rotted, I guess. An entire night and you didn't get over it. They're just bleeding and wheezing. Hey, frog.
Green leaves, shallow water. Green leaves, shallow water.
You do seem addled. What are you croaking on about here? You live here, it's beautiful. I'm looking for Auntie Ethel, know her. What are you croaking on about?
Green leaves, shallow water. Ah!
A chill runs up your spine. There is something wrong with this creature. Very wrong.
Burn, bleed, kill.
What's wrong? What is it? Kill me, you're the size of my boot sole? Yeah, what's wrong? Kill me, you're the size of my boot sole. Are you gonna attack me? Whoa. Hello? How much damage did that frog just do? 28 and 26 poison damage. Okay. It's a level 3 addled frog that has mirror image reflective mucus. Its AC is increased by 2 and reflects the first projectile flying towards it back at the attacker, after which the mucus is removed. Wow. Okay.
I got this.
Can you get over there? Kind of. Without having to walk, where can you get to? Looks like you can get to here. So go there, then walk up to it, and reckless attack it. 10%! Oh, because of the mirror image. Do I want her to use up the mirror images, or do I want Astarion to? Or better yet, someone like Shadowheart, whose attacks aren't that impressive. So jump as far as you can without walking, then you'll get your full movement. Seriously? I dislike it when the walking path indicator doesn't match what they actually do. Cool. That used up its reflective mucus, which I'm okay with.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Can you get over there? If you jumped... Super no. If you cunning dash, then it says yes.
Don't linger.
Hopefully that's true. And it is. Still... how do we want to do this? That first surprise attack of just crazy damage. Wow.
Another fight. Let's go.
So I need to break through the mirror images, which means I need to actually attack it. I can't just... I can summon Scratch as a familiar. That's cool. I'll do that later. But I don't think Magic Missile would break the mirror images. I could do something like Scorching Ray, which fires 3 shots and then break it all by myself. Think. And then Karlach and Astarion would get their full hits in.
Shall we cut?
No.
and run?
Astarion, you attack, which will miss. You'll get 2 attacks, which will miss, and then I can do Scorching Ray, which should hopefully more likely hit. Start with your offhand, actually. Or you can critical hit with a sneak attack. Madness. Hostile to everyone in the vicinity. What? Okay. Sneak attack with a crit. So I hit it for 20 damage, so I've nearly killed it with Astarion. That was a lucky hit, but I'm not super thrilled about you having turned on us. And you also didn't manage to break any of its mirror images. So our chances of hitting is still terrible. Alright. Let's do a... Oh, you don't have your bonus action because you jumped. I was going to say use a pommel strike to break one of the mirror images and then attack. No,
Blood
Varric,
comes easy these days.
Magic Missile. It has no health left and it's a guaranteed hit. Just finish it off. There. Astarion, could you come back to your senses, please? I don't want to be sneak attacked by you. I mean that in the nicest way possible. Just gonna back off a bit.
Now this is my happy place.
This is problematic. Starion is definitely gonna kill her. Alright, you apparently don't have any healing potions.
It is ever easy.
Varric, can you send to Shadowheart? I can't send them to Astarion, it's too heavy. Not Shadowheart, Karlach. Wish it was easier to split, but it's fine. You, please drink a healing potion. Drink. Oh, you use your action, you can't drink it. Never mind. All you have is movement left. Or... you can reckless attack? Oh, you still have your action. No. Stand here and take it. I'm not going to have you attack Astarion. That's just going to turn out poorly for us. Although there's something to be said for knocking him down to 0. So that he... hopefully will snap out of it. Yeah, as much as I kind of hate it, I'm gonna do that. Because I need him... because if he goes after some of these others, like if he attacks Karlach, it's fine, she's half dead anyway. But yeah, let's do well over 5 damage. It'll knock him out, and then when madness wears off, we can think about waking him up. Sorry, dude. Okay. He's already
On my way.
dealt with the madness. So, wake up. Oh, and that dealt with your flesh rot. Well, that was definitely a thing.
Making me sweat.
Still breathing.
Okay. I've used up a spell,
Keep a blade close.
but everyone else is basically fine, except we have used up a ton of health as well. Short rest.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Dude, that frog
Can't give up now.
doesn't even have any loot. Yikes. We should still have Speak with Animal running. We do. Oh, I forgot to have Gale cast the movement
Need to find a way forward.
ability that I've forgotten already.
Open up.
Nope, nope, do not open that up. We are finally done with our bleeding. Can you guys make better perception checks? We've got loot there that I want to grab. I'm so nervous about traps. Just small, slow steps.
Sword and a hat. Wonder whose.
Okay, we already saw those. Reinforced greatsword and helmet. What's special about you? Reinforced greatsword. Nothing. 2d6 damage as normal. Cumbersome blade looks strong enough to survive journeys through all 9 hells. I think it's just a greatsword. What about the reinforced helmet? It's medium armor, so we can't use it. Constitution saving throws +1. We did have a leather helmet I think Karlach is holding that is dexterity saving throws +1. Is there anyone who's not wearing a helmet that could? We could give it to Karlach, or to Shadowheart. She'd lose her circlet, which is probably fine. Give that to her, and then turn off the helmets, because I don't really like the looks of helmets on my characters. Okay, let's try and make our way slowly and carefully, actually to land. So then we're less worried about traps. And now we can talk to a sheep. Hey, Mr. Sheepy, get out of the water. I have to speak with animals. You are a level 4 sheep with 3 health. Dark Vision, multi-attack Bloodlust. The red cap, spoilers game. The red cap can make a multi-attack while under the effects of Bloodlust. Opportunity attack, Steeped in Slaughter. Has advantage on attack rolls made against bleeding targets. So apparently these are actually red caps and not sheep. And whatever illusion we're dealing with right now that we already suspected. Clearly it makes us see them as sheep. Alright, nothing here. So I guess let's go over here and start making our way upside here to Riverside Tea House. I'm gonna have Astarion drink a potion. Just don't like him being quite that injured. So let's split you in half. Split you in half. And you in half. And give a chunk to each of us. Oh, let's have Carlet give herself potions. Alright, and Astarion, could you drink a potion? Okay. You don't have potions showing up there. Feel slightly better now.
Yes.
Why are...
Alright, what now?
Go here.
These boots have seen everything.
Varric. Come on, Varric. Climb down. Thank you. Now walk over here. Come on, people. I'm not asking for too much. Oh, we have a sigil here. We can teleport back. I think I came up this way, so we've already looked around there. So yes, I think we're just making our way up to the Riverside Tea House. Hey, this all loops around, it looks like. What about this path? Gandrel. Toss down a save, just in case. What's your story? There is a backpack we could steal from. Hi, friend.
Ah, stranger. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Blood.
Powdered iron vine. An old hunter's trick. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me.
You're a monster hunter. I'm surprised. I thought all Gur were vagrant cutthroats.
Say nothing, pardon, but who or what is a Gur? I knew you were a jackass, but racist? I'm shocked. Ignore the elf, he talks too much. Pardon, but what is a Gur?
A mystical and dangerous people. We travel the land, never settling in one place. We steal your chickens, curse your crops, seduce your daughters. Your friend here has heard it all, I'm sure. I wish I had half the power settled folk think my people possess. Alas, I am a simple wanderer. A simple wanderer and monster hunter. But I'm no witch doctor or cutthroat.
What monsters are you hunting? If I were a cutthroat, I wouldn't admit it either. It's true. What monsters are you hunting?
Something terrifying, no doubt. Dragon? Cyclops? Kobold?
Nothing so dramatic. I'm hunting for a vampire spawn. His name is Astarion, but I fear he's gone to ground. I hope the hag of these lands can help me flush him out, if I can afford her blood price.
Ah. Huh. When you find this Astarion, you'll kill him. Only a spawn, pity. Not like it's a real vampire. Time for us to go. Good luck with your quest. Or just, well, here he is, this is Astarion. That would start a fight, and we'd probably be on Astarion's side and have to kill this guy. I'm not going to assume this can't be handled peacefully. When you find this Astarion, you'll kill him?
Not this time. My orders are to capture him.
Oh. And bring him where exactly?
Baldur's Gate. My people wait for me there.
I'm just wondering, did they not give you a description of Astarion? Like, surely, I guess Astarion's out in the daylight, etc., which he knows a vampire can't be in. Therefore, this can't be Astarion. But surely he's got a description and realizes that this individual perfectly matches Astarion's view. Plus, bite marks are super visible. Not even trying to hide them. Only a spawn. Pity. Not like it's a real vampire.
I don't know. I'm sure a vampire spawn could still rip out your throat if you felt like it.
He is right, unfortunately. They are only weak when compared to their masters. During the day, we have the advantage, but at night, when they hunt, you'll not find a more deadly quarry.
Yes, I'm sure they can creep right up on you. Interesting, Astarion. What do you think? I don't want to give away that he's Astarion. I'm sure that it is hilarious and plays out super great, but it just doesn't seem like the route I want to go. But I want to get all the information we can about potentially who's hired him, what they want, etc., if we can get any of that. So I'm going to keep the conversation going. I'm sure they can creep right on you.
We've all survived so far. Let's focus on that.
It would still be wise to post guards at night. The threat is real.
Indeed it is. We should do something about this threat.
Yeah, I recognized what you were insinuating, Astarion. Alright, kill him if you must, or we'll be careful, but we should get going.
Wait, that's it? We're just walking away?
Where do I take this? Astarion definitely wants me to kill this monster hunter, but it doesn't seem like he's necessarily doing anything wrong. He thinks he's hunting actual monsters, which is a good thing for the world. It's kind of what Will does, you know, Blade of Frontiers. Though I don't think this one is necessarily as noble in his goals, but I don't think we should necessarily kill him just because Astarion is currently working with us, hasn't done anything terribly bad recently that we know of. So I think I want this to still end peacefully if possible. So I said we'll be careful. Now let's go.
Fine. But if this comes back to bite us, it's on your head.
Go in peace, my friends. I pray our paths cross again.
They better bloody not.
I'm curious to see how that can play out. Obviously no way for me to know because I didn't progress it. But I'm curious. I assume the story will continue forward. I thought that was a climbing vine. It is not. But yes, I assume the story will continue and we'll run into him again. And I think that could be more interesting than just killing him now. Alright, well, let's step away. I'm assuming if we get far enough away, Astarion will have more to say. At least that's what I would figure. Is this a different spot than we've been before? Or have we already been here? We've already been over here. Okay. Well, let's go up here. And then Astarion, anything you want to talk about?
Need something?
Apparently not. Oh, yes. So there's a monster hunter after you.
So it would seem. Hopefully he bumps into some gnolls while stumbling around at night, and that's the last we hear from him.
No, it's not going to be that easy. But why was he hunting you? What did you do? What if he reappears? Next time someone comes looking for you, you're on your own. No. Why is he hunting you? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I was kidnapped, just like you. It seems Cazador wants me back.
Who is Cazador? Yeah. It's bad enough running for the mind flayers. Now you're past chasing us too. No? Who's Cazador?
Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven and a monster obsessed with power. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor.
Yeah, so in the same way that we didn't let Will kill Karlach because she was a victim, sounds like Astarion was also a victim taken by a powerful vampire in his case, and to be tortured against his will. And so we're not going to hand him over to a hunter. You're sure Cazador's behind this? Yeah.
It was him, I'm sure. Only he would know to send the Gur after me. It was a group of Gur that attacked me that night in Baldur's Gate. I would have died had Cazador not appeared and saved me.
Why did the Gur attack you then? You weren't a monster at that point. Well, I guess they're not all monster hunters. They're just wanderers. Saved you by turning into a vampire slave. You can't hold every Gur responsible for what happened to you. Fair. So why send one after you now to remind you of that night? He appears just when you needed him. Sounds convenient. Why would monster hunters serve Cazador? Yeah, a lot of good questions. I hope I can ask most of them. Saved you by turning into a vampire slave?
Well, he didn't mention the slave clause at the time. And now he sends a Gur monster hunter for me. It's a message.
Sounds like it.
He's reminding me of his power. Even in the middle of nowhere, he can reach me. And he wants me back.
Why capture you? Why not just kill you? I mean, he's not gonna just kill him. He wants to bring him back. Like, this is the thought of a slave. Like, you don't just send someone to kill the slave. If you can bring them back, it makes sense for the darker persuasion that would have slaves, of course. Don't worry, you're safe with me. How concerned should we be? Fair question.
Concerned? Do you know the power a vampire lord possesses?
Not particularly.
He can change shape, turn into mist, call walls to do his bidding, shrug off blows like they're nothing. He could walk into our camp tonight and kill you with his bare hands. And you'd be lucky if death was the worst thing that happened to you.
So you're saying we should be concerned. What do you suggest? Can he do that? Just walk into our camp? Vampires aren't invincible. We could take him. There are things that are not invincible that we are not powerful enough to take. What do you suggest?
First, we have to... I don't know. Well, if we kill his lackeys, he'll just send more. We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us, and kill any monster hunters on sight.
I don't think that's the right call. So, the thing about killing monster hunters on sight, if the monster hunters are in any way reporting where they're going to look for Astarion, then the moment they stop checking in, they know exactly where we are. Like, that guy, he can report in that, hey, I still haven't found Astarion. It doesn't seem like he's in this area. And we're good. So killing them feels like it directs the search, like the focus of their search directly onto us. What do you make of Raphael's deal? We're bringing that up now. Interesting, because that hasn't been available to talk about before. So now that we know his situation and that he needs help, now we can bring up Raphael's deal to see what he thinks of it.
I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador.
Not necessarily. We don't know anything about Raphael. Like what his intent is. So just assuming he's better than Cazador. I mean, Cazador could be the worst, and therefore anyone is better. But we just don't know enough about Raphael to necessarily know he's better. We have other options, better options. True. We still have the Githyanki and Holrun, which I think are both, at least for now, from what we know, potentially better. Understand the appeal. You're trading one master for another. You'll be a slave either way. No, we have better options. We're not going to take Raphael's yet.
Figuring out what's happening to us, confronting a god called the Absolute, and then finding time to kill my old master before he can control me once more?
Yes.
Yes, that's an option, but I wouldn't bet eternity on it.
All right. Good bit of backstory on Astarion. So this is Auntie Ethel's tea house, apparently. And we got some stuff up there. Is this well going to drop me into an underground cave?
Fresh, sweet-smelling water gurgles gently below.
Okay. No. I was like, I'm curious, but also I know this is a hag's lair. Drinking fresh, sweet-smelling water at the home of a hag. Just, no. There's the curiosity there, and I did save beforehand. But it just sounds like a really bad idea. Nope, I want you to jump up here. Hoping you would just climb up. Alright, letter from M. Let's read it. We're not going to steal it. This letter begins in an elegant cursive but ends in a harsh sloping scrawl. Ethel, forces are working in Baldur's Gate. The muling wretches are trying to edge me out of my own territory. I've killed at least 4 of their agents. None have talked. Not yet, at least. I doubt you hear anything beyond the bleating of your ridiculous sheep, but if you catch even a whisper, send word immediately. M. We don't know who M is in this case. I'm not going to steal. Okay, there's no door here, so this will just take us in directly to Auntie Ethel. Alright, tell you what, I'm going to stop here. Yeah, we'll stop the recording here. Next episode we'll continue on, and in the middle, before we do that, I'm going to have Gale cast Longstrider on us, just to give us an edge, because I'm guessing a fight's coming up. Oh, do I want to heal you guys before then? I probably should. I don't know. I'll think about it. So, but either way, we're going to pick up here next time, ready to go in there and see how things go when we meet with Auntie Ethel. So see you then. Well, I went to camp just to get Gale to cast Longstrider, and unfortunately, Astarion had dialogue about Cazador, so we're going to continue with that. So you said he was your master. We missed his line of, I suppose you want to hear about Cazador. You said he was your master?
My old master. Before the mind flayers took me from him. Before this strange, twisted freedom. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate. The patriarch of his coven and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor.
So you were a slave, how were you turned? Did he attack you? Tormentor, what did he do? Did he attack you? I think we already effectively know that no, the Gar attacked, potentially at his command so that he could conveniently show up to save Astarion. I say with air quotes. I want to know about what tormenting he did, but I don't know if Astarion is going to like me asking, but he can always just say I don't want to talk about it.
He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse.
Wow. Sounds terrible. I'm so sorry. You're free now. Enjoy the freedom. Find the sob story, but what's your point? No. Harsh. It sounds terrible. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. But this isn't about sympathy. It's about knowing what we might be up against. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. They're not even the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows.
I'll watch your back, don't worry. You keep me safe and I'll do the same. Oh no, my friend, if vampires come looking for you, you're on your own. I'll watch your back, don't worry. I mean, this sounds, depending on the tone of you keep me safe and I'll do the same, it could just be like a, hey, you've been keeping me safe, I've got your back, don't worry. But it could also be sort of a threat of, as long as you're still guarding me, I'll do the same, but if you ever turn on me or whatever, like, you keep me safe and I'll do the same. I'm gonna go with the top one. It seems like the safer choice. I don't know the tone that'll be used. Watch your back, don't worry.
What more could I ask? Now, is that all?
Yeah. Come back to my party. I moved Astarion out of the party to get Gale. Probably should have chosen someone else so that this conversation wouldn't happen yet. But, yep, come back to the party.
I would, but you have so many friends already.
Take Gale's place.
In that case, I'd be happy to tag along.
Okay, and that's where we're ending this episode. We should be still where we left off. At Auntie Ethel's house. Somewhere it said something about a tea shop. But yes, we will end here, and I will see you next time.